We left Kingston, Washington about an hour ago, and we are heading for Mount St. Helens, further south. We've already rented a hotel down in a place called Silver Lake, so we have a place to stay. We know that there's going to be rain ahead, so we're on our way to Silver Lake with the idea of spending the night and going up to St. Helens in the morning.
So we found this really nice place to stay right there on the water's edge. That's actually a lake, and it's really a great resort. In the summertime, we're on the edge of, the end of summer, but it was really nice to be there, even with a little bit of rain. That is Mount St. Helens view from where we were.
Okay, it's morning now. We've left our room at Silver Lake and we're on our way up the hill. It's about 40 miles, and this is the parking lot of the Ranger big observation building up there to look right down on St. Helens off in the distance.
And this is established especially for school children, and they bring them up in groups. They allowed us to stay and look at some of their information.
Yeah, the place was closed, but they let us in anyway. We stayed there about an hour. This is a gift shop a couple miles down the hill. We went in, got a few gifts, and then we're back in our car. We're on our way to Eugene, Oregon, where we can pick up a road and head over to Highway 101 and drive down the coast. Marty was getting hungry. We found a cute little restaurant where we had a cup of tea and some sandwiches. Then we checked into our hotel, which was a Hilton hotel called the Graduate, and their entire theme is being a college town.
And we liked it so much that we stayed there 2 nights.
We had a great time there. We checked all of our maps out, but we want to get up early in the morning and head for Florence, Oregon, which is right over on the coast, and then we can hook up with Highway 101 and take it south for 200 or 300 miles.
So our first place that we stopped was Port Orford.
Port Orford is famous for Port Orford cedar, some of the best lumber that you can use. It's light, it's strong. Marty met a friend down at the beach, and they were swapping sea stories.
A lot of little boats stored up there.
Yeah, it's quite a fishing harbor. We're back on the road, and we're heading south. Marty looked on the map and said, well, my goodness, I want to see a lighthouse, and we're going to go right by St. George Lighthouse. Let's go check it out.
Well, that came as a big surprise because we walked around and we looked, and finally we could never find it. We still kept looking. We took pictures. It was beautiful. And then we went back and we read the poster, and what we found out is that it was actually 6 miles out to sea on a special area that they had built for it, basically to save the boats from hitting on the reefs. And they built it in the late 1800s. So we laughed about this for a long time, our mystery lighthouse.
Right, we never did find the lighthouse. Okay, we're back on the road, heading south. We're looking for a hotel. We did find a really neat little hotel in a little town called Brookings, Oregon, right on the waterfront. There's all kinds of driftwood there. It was a really cute place, probably about $200 a night. We watched the sun go down, then we went into the harbor, checked the harbor out, found a good little seafood restaurant, had a great time. Just a really nice place there in Oregon. Back on the road again.
Aha, so here we are. We actually crossed the border. Now we're back in California. That's Paul Bunyan and Blue.
Yeah, this little area is called the Trees of Mystery. We spent a little time there, headed south again, found a hotel called Willits, spent the night in Willits, and off again the next morning to Santa Cruz, which is one of our really favorite harbors on the coast. We've got friends there. Marty had a sailboat that she knew was somewhere in the marina. She was hoping she could see it again. We had lunch there, just had a great time in Santa Cruz.
And we watched the kids with their boats. They were going to have a regatta. And then we needed to find a place to stay. And we did a lot of driving around about that. Why was that, Ernie?
Well, we wanted to spend the night there, and we wanted a view of the ocean. We went to the other side of the bay. You could walk there, maybe in 20 minutes, but the bridge was out. We had to probably go 10 miles to end up going less than a mile. We're down at the beach now on the other side of the jetty. Guys are down there playing volleyball, and it's getting late in the day.
There's a full moon, beautiful.
No, this is a pretty place, really. Santa Cruz is really nice. There's a couple sea lions playing in the harbor. Marty's thinks that she'd like to have a cocktail, so she's heading for that really nice restaurant and bar. Sun's going down. And believe it or not, there is Marty's sailboat. Her little Erickson 29 is coming in at sunset. Is that a miracle or what?
There's also another interesting boat out there, that catamaran.
Yeah, that belongs to Team O'Neill. They have their headquarters up in Santa Cruz. They're famous for their diving gear, their wetsuits, and all that.
Actually, now you see it, a real lighthouse.
A real lighthouse, yes. One that's not 5 miles out at sea. We had a cute little hotel. It was clean and neat, immaculate, probably about 200 a night. It's getting towards off-season now. We got up early in the morning, and now we're heading for Monterey.
Well, Monterey is just such a fascinating place. As you can see, it's got a beautiful harbor, and we really wanted to start there as far as looking at things in Monterey.
It's early in the morning. It's only about 9 o'clock, 9:30. We didn't have any problem parking. We're on the wharf now, Fisherman's Wharf, and we're just going to wander around there and check it out.
We're actually looking for a place for breakfast, but most of the restaurants only serve seafood, and they weren't even open yet. But we walked and we looked, and finally, yes, we found a really good place.
We're lucky it is early because there's not too many people down there. It's a perfect day. It's a California 10 day, absolutely perfect. We wandered around for a little while, got a few videos of a lot of the yachts in the harbor. And this is the little restaurant where we had breakfast.
And we were right there on the water, and right outside that window is a pelican standing on a little shelf.
Okay, we finished our breakfast, got back in the car, went down to Cannery Row, which is a very, very famous place in Monterey, and we found the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
That's on my bucket list, so I was really excited since this is the first time I've ever been there. My first opportunity, and look how beautiful.
This is the big entry place at the aquarium, all those whales up above. That's a ticket taker, and believe it or not, that's a picture of my neighbor, Steve, that has a little house down in Baja right next door to us.
There were lots of people there, and we just blended in. This was a very interesting part. They have an informational session and with the woman there, and then they have somebody who comes in, the diver, to feed the fish.
Yeah, the diver, this is a big attraction. He jumps in that big tank about once every hour. It's probably the most popular attraction there. He's got a whole big bucket of fish and bait. He's feeding all the fish. Then we moved on. This is where the little sea otters are. Kids are yelling and screaming. They think this is about the cutest thing that ever happened. These two sea otters playing with each other.
So this was a wonderful place to walk around and look at it. Originally, the building really was a cannery, and they saved the exterior primarily of the building and then changed the interior so that it became the aquarium.
Right, yeah, it never really wasn't an aquarium to begin with. This is where all the anchovies and all the fish were coming into the canneries.
It's a beautiful view. You can walk outside and look out to the ocean.
This is an area that shows how they cook all the fish. These are all the big boilers and the big ovens where they could cook tons and tons and tons of fish in a matter of a few hours.
This is such an important part, and there you can see what their particular tuna was.
That's the little plaque up there for Mr. Packard. As you guys all know, Hewlett and Packard are the people that finance this whole thing. It's a wonderful thing. Kids love it too.
This is a special place for children to come so that they can learn and experience things and participate rather than just looking at something. So there's a little girl learning how to fly.
More little kids. We just had a great time there. Okay, we're back in the car. We're heading down to almost Southern California, Nipomo, to my sister-in-law's place. She got a beautiful home there. She gave us 2 days free without rent, and a beautiful place to chill out. This is Brad and Rosie. These are our friends in Kingston, Washington. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be making this little video. So we're dedicating this little video to Brad and Rosie Downey. We love them, and hope they see this video. We hope you enjoyed watching.
Marty says, I hope you enjoyed watching it too. Okay.